What it is, YouTube? Better yet, what's up, YouTube? So today, tell time is going to be about my accident last year. I just passed the 1 year anniversary of me almost losing my life. Not proud of it, but yeah, we're gonna get into this story. Um, so the day was September 19, 2022, which just was last year, a couple months before my grandma passed. I was on my way home from work. But the crazy part, the trip part about it, and a lot of people probably not gonna understand my sense of humor. Like I don't like to be miserable or sad about stuff that happened in my past or stuff that happened in my life. Like some of the most deadly situations, like I still smile when telling the story because I'm here to tell it, and I got that good spirit in me, you know. So the trip part about it, like I was saying before this happened, my my father had a birthday party for his 60th birthday, if I'm correct. It was a 70s thing. So I'm gonna probably share the pictures on my thumbnail. So yeah. Um but that day it was kind of crazy because I had a dream with seeing someone who passed away, right? So mind you, me and this person didn't speak before she passed away. So when she passed away, I kind of felt something. Like when I say felt something, like I kind of felt like kind of bad that we wasn't talking. But to be honest, it was just me tripping because I hate to say it, when I'm in my feelings, like, or I feel like I've been slighted or been wronged by anybody or somebody, I tend to take it out on people around me. So me and her wasn't talking for like maybe some years, but it wasn't her fault because the person tried to help me in my situation. But at the same time, I was being stubborn and wasn't trying to hear it. So I had a dream. I seen her in my dream. It was an interesting dream. And then, mind you, I was at work, so I ended up falling asleep when it happened. So I woke back up. It was time for me to get off work. At this time, I was working in downtown Long Beach, right there before you get to the Pike, where that Panda Express off of, I think that's First Street. It's like a First Street train station or whatever. No, I think that's Fifth Street. No, Fifth Street train station, and then it's like next door to it is Fourth Street, where the Walmart used to be. So I used to work down there just last year, just doing nothing but patrolling, trying to keep the homeless out the area, even though it was a high populated area full of homeless and tweakers. So yeah, so I'm gonna get into the story now. So I'm on my way home from work, and I'm on my way to go get my daughter. Cause mind you, one, I have to pee. I didn't use the bathroom before I left, and I always did this bad. So I had to pee, but I'm holding my pee for dear life, trying to get to the nearest bathroom, but try to get home too, so I can use the bathroom. Then go pick my daughter up and take her to school. But I'm like, I can't just go to the house and go pee, so I gotta stop somewhere, use the restroom, and then go get my daughter from where she stayed with her mother, and then take her to school, which is not too far from where I live. So, I'm on my way. I'm on a 710 going north. So I'm on a 710. I'm like, you know what? I could hop off. Excuse me. I could hop off at Artesia. Take Artesia. Along the way, I know for a fact it's a bathroom somewhere around in that area that I probably know, cause it's like I think a couple food spots. Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? I'm finna get off on Artesia. So I'm coming off Artesia. Mind you, the light is green, about to turn yellow before the incident happened. So I'm finna go through the light. Sure enough, I'm getting off the freeway and bam, I get smacked. Mind you, when I get smacked, it go black. You know how you had that moment where your eyes just go like this? I had that moment, except my eyes wasn't closed when it happened. My eyes was wide open. So when I get smacked, I guess the airbag deployed and hit me. It hit me so hard I kind of blacked out. Me not thinking I just was involved in the accident, I'm like, nah, like, I ain't just getting an accident. So I'm thinking to myself, I ain't just getting an accident. So I'm like, nah, I ain't getting into an accident. Sure enough, When I come to, I'm still like this at the steering wheel. Okay, this is my new car. But in my old car, I have an airbag right here. But I don't know if it was right here or right here. But somehow this airbag deployed and it shielded me. And then my steering wheel airbag deployed. Can't give y'all too much. Um, so when the steering wheel deployed, that's what caused me to black out. And I guess I got I don't know how I put it, like somewhat knocked out. But basically when I came to, all I seen was smoke. I'm like, oh, the car on fire. You feel me? So I'm like, oh man, the car on fire. I'm finna burn alive. Like, God forgive me. God forbid I don't want this to happen to me at all in my life. You know what I mean? I want me something like, I don't know, like, however God gonna come get me, I swear I want God to come get me, but just not like that. So I'm like, you know what? Nah, if I'm gonna have a fighting chance, like, I gotta get out of here. So me just using my quick senses, like, I'm banged up kind of bad. I don't know how bad it is because, mind you, all I see is smoke, and I'm thinking the car gonna either blow up or burn me alive. I'm like, I can't do this. So I hit my seatbelt buckle because I had my seatbelt on time. The first time out of all the times in my life I've ever been in a collision like this is the first time I feel like the seatbelt really saved my life. So I take my seatbelt off. I'm like coughing. I reach over. I can't even get out. I'm like, what's going on? Mind you, I forgot I'm in an accident. So I look down. The door is like dang near my leg. So I'm like, oh. So I kind of low-key panic, but I'm like, you know what? Play it cool. Just try to get up out of here. Mind you, I had on my Nike slippers. To this day, I'm mad because the girl cost me my Nike slipper. Mind you, I don't think my sister ever found my Nike slipper because she never told me she did. Whatever. So I hop out the car. Mind you, when I hop out the car, open the door. Traffic, this is how cold people is. They just seen the accident happen. The cars that's right there in traffic, because when I got hit from the side, it knocked me into like the traffic, like basically because I was turning left. So when I'm turning left, the car hit me or whatever and knocked me into the way that I was already going. But I can't move. I'm not even thinking about keeping the car going. I'm thinking the car finna burn up. I'm finna blow up or whatever. I'm thinking I'm finna die. So I hop out the car or whatever. A car speed right past me. You see me hop out the car and almost hits me. But because I'm so like kind of like dazed a little bit, I like kind of hold on, it's a car. Then I like start not running, but like I kind of like hop on my right leg. I'm hopping on my right leg because my left leg feel like it's finna like break. I don't know if it's broken or what, but I'm just like, I'm not trying to be on my left because I'm kind of limping at this moment. So I'm hopping on my right. I make it to the sidewalk right there in front of that medical building on Artesia. I fall. Like I just fall. I'm trying to get back up, but my leg feels like it won't allow me to get back up because I'm feeling like my leg is broke. So I'm like, I hope my leg not broke. Mind you, everybody who's seen the accident see who caused it, which was a woman. We ain't gonna say her name because I don't want nobody to go get on her head. I don't know why. I don't know if this is a California thing or this is just a man thing. An accident happens. They run to the female, because it was a female who hit me. They run to her aid instead of coming to see if I'm alive, and I'm the one that's banged up. I guess because they see me hop out the car or whatever, I guess they thought I was okay. Really, I was in a lot of pain. So the trash guy that was on my right when I was making my turn, he was going the opposite way. So he going down towards like Cerritos. Man, he hop out of his truck and go check on her, then come to me. But for some reason, I'm like, in my mind, like, ain't they supposed to come check on the person that's on the ground? Because I made it to the sidewalk and fell on the ground. Mind you, the police department, Long Beach Police Department, Long Beach EMTs, they all did the same thing. They went to the female first and didn't come to me. And I'm on the ground on the sidewalk, like, literally, like, rolling around in pain because that's how much pain I'm in. I'm like, God, is you trying to tell me I'm going to die on the sidewalk and ain't nobody going to come check on me? Like, I'm just, like, questioning life at this point. Like, man, like, is this the way I'm supposed to go out? Like, I'm like, man, like I'm already in enough pain. I'm mad. I'm rolling around trying to stay. I feel like, it's probably deeper than what it is because I don't know how serious it is. I just know I didn't feel the pain until I hit the sidewalk. Man, the woman, when I looked up and the EMTs came, because I'm kind of still dazed. Like I said, I'm still dazed. I don't even look at my car. I don't look at her car, nothing. The woman, when the EMTs come to me and ask me if I'm okay, I'm like, I'm like, They're like, what's your name? I tell them my name. They like, your birthday, or I think they asked me something else. I can't remember, but they asked me something of that nature. I tell them, like, okay, what part of you hurts the most? I'm like, my leg, my leg, my leg. So I'm pointing at my left leg. They cut my leg open, and it's gotta be the universe and God. I had angels with me that day. Man, they cut my pants leg open. Ain't my leg is intact. Ain't no scratches. Ain't no scars. My bone ain't popping out because I thought my bone was popped out because I couldn't get up on it. So it means my ankle must have been sprained very bad. I don't know. I just didn't want to walk on my left. And I'm like, I'm not finna hop, stand up, because me standing up, I felt lightheaded. So that's the reason why I fell on the sidewalk when I hit the sidewalk. So I'm just like, man, I can't believe it. Oh, so I'm really mad, but I'm trying to like keep it cool because it's like this is life. It's gonna happen. So they check on the girl. Like I said, when I looked over, they look trying to talk to me or whatever. I'm looking over at the girl. She in the middle of the intersection crying, just limping in the middle of the street. And I'm like, what's going on? Like that's the girl that hit me? Like, then this lady, by the grace of God, because all the other traffic kept going. They kept going like, oh, they don't want to be witnesses, so they kept going. Nobody stopped. Mind you, I didn't even know my car was still in motion and it was still working because I thought the car was a total loss, which it was, but it was still able to move. And I ain't thinking about no parking brake. Who think about a parking brake when they thinking they finna die or something? Or, from an accident. So I'm like, whatever. The car rolled back and hit somebody else's car, which wasn't that serious. And then this lady, by the grace of God, I don't know where this lady at. If she see this video, I'm gonna need her to contact me because she saved my life that day. She was driving past and see me on the sidewalk. And was like, you won't, like, she yelling out her window while passing by, like, you want me to call your mom? You want me to call your mom? I'm like, yeah, yeah, like, can you call my mom? Like, she like, just stay down, because the EMTs is on their way, stay down. So she come to me or whatever, and she tell me, like, ask me my number, or I think the EMTs was already to me. Like I said, I'm still kind of blurry about this whole situation because it happened so fast. So I'm giving her my mom number. She called my mom. My mom, my sister get there fast. Mind you, when you in pain and you just had an accident, you're not thinking about none of that. You just like, man, like, it's like kind of in a way, like, if somebody was to get shot, stabbed, and God forbid any of those things, because, God done had his arm around me for a long time, so I'm glad I ain't ever went through that. So, yeah, she called my mom, my sister, basically my mom and my sisters together. They get to me like, I don't know how they got to me fast. They did, but they did. They got to me. My mom kind of hysterical because she can't believe the car. Like, not even the car. It's just like, dang, like, like, mind you, I don't know how bad the damage is. I'm thinking like it's just a little, smack. I'm okay. Man, my mom like, so just trying to see if I'm okay, crying and stuff. I'm like, it's okay, calm down, like, because you here now, like, I know at least if something gonna happen to me, my mom right here, my sister right here. So I'm like, just calm down. It's okay. I'm gonna be okay. Just calm down. Because when she got there, I felt calm. I'm like, all right, calm down, mom. Because I was seeing her hysterical. Calm down. My sister was just like, brother, like, are you okay? My sister asked me, am I okay? I'm like, I'm good. Because mind you, I don't know how much pain I'm in. I don't know how much pain I'm in. My adrenaline is still going throughout all this. I just know when I felt, the most pain I felt, besides all the pain hitting me after, was just my leg. So the EMT asked me like, how you gonna get to the your vitals is good or whatever, because they hooked me up to a vital machine. So they like, how you gonna get to the ER? You want us to take us? I don't know why they asked you this, California. I just feel like if you still alive and coherent, take them. Bill them later. You feel me? Don't ask them, just take them. That's what they messed up at. Don't ask me, take me. I would have rather them just put me on a gurney and take me. That's what we have medical insurance for. So yeah, I tell them no because I'm coherent. I'm like, no, my mom is already here. She gonna take me. My mom took me to the hospital. Man, and it's another thing y'all need to do in them hospitals. Y'all need to make sure y'all getting people in and out. Cause the way them hospitals is running, especially MLK, boy, that was not called for. That was uncalled for. It got to the point where when we got to the hospital, I was sitting in that waiting room about like maybe 2 to 3 hours. I don't know, probably longer than that. And I'm in pain. That's this when all the pain hit me. I'm talking about from like the neck down. I feel all of it like it's like a wave of pain hit me while I'm up in there. But mind you, like I said, I was already in pain. I just know how bad it was until I got to the point where I sat down. When I sat down, I'm like the first day of being in pain was like I can't even tell you how bad it was. It was like that bad. To where shout out to my nurse. Her name was Nurse Cindy. Shout out to you, Miss Nurse Cindy, because you if I feel like if it's any more good people in the world, it'll have to be you because she did the most she could do for me. Like I'm telling her I'm in pain, I was just in accident. She like, what can we do? I'm like, I just need something, some antibiotics or something, like, some pain, something to keep it from like, cause I'm in pain bad. I'm talking about my chest felt like I got hit in the chest with a sledgehammer. And I don't even know how I feel to get hit in the chest with a sledgehammer. I just have to compare it to something. I felt like felt like I got hit with like a hammer or a sledgehammer in the chest, bro. That's how bad my pain was. Then, like I said, I didn't feel everything else until I got home like a day later. So, um, she gave me some meds, some antibiotics, and then was like, I'm gonna prescribe your medicine to you, where you want to go. I told her where to go. She sent it there or whatever. And I think we went to go get it later, right after the hospital. When I got out the hospital, we go right over there and get my meds, and then I went home. But the trick part is, shout out to my nurse Cindy again, because she gave me some strong medicine, except I'm not one to like go ahead and take it. Because I'm not I don't like taking heavy pills and medicines that's going to have me out for long. Because it just, ugh. It just don't make me feel good. So the next day, I don't know if it was the same day or the next day. Man, I was in so much pain. I think I had like a little, how I put it, a little dispute with my sister. I wasn't feeling it. So this is like the next day. I walked all the way up to the nearest store, the 99-cent store, and got me some Advil and Advil PMs because that's the only thing that helped me through my pain. Mind you, I've had my wisdom teeth pulled out. Advil and Advil PM helped me with my pain, so that's where I got Advil and Advil PM from. Like, no, let me just go get this, and this gonna help my pain. So I walked all the way up there, no car, no. I walked up there, got my stuff, and then what made me feel happy and made me feel grateful for life was the fact that I was still alive. I was still alive. I was grateful for that life. I was grateful for my life that day. I'm still grateful for life now. It changed my whole perspective on life. So I was so happy. I'm like, you know what? Let me go next door and give me I call it my little happy place, which is it's a black-owned business called the Re-Up. It's spelled REH. No, it's spelled REUPH. So it's like pH. You know, like pH balance. But it's a black-owned. It's a black-owned store called the Re-Up that I go to. They got good bomb smoothies. It's located in Compton though. So I just walked up there because where I live at is considered LA, but for some reason when you cross another street, you in Compton or something, it is complicated. But mind you, I'm a California native, you feel me? So I'm like, whatever. So I walked up there, got my little smoothie or whatever. I never told them what happened. They was just like, no, how you doing today? I'm like, I'm good, I'm good. I'm so happy to be alive. I'm not even caring like I'm in pain. I'm just like, I'm just gonna go next door and get me some Advil, like whatever. So I do that or whatever. Now it's the recovery stage. Woo! Shout out to the Taj Mahal too, because the Taj Mahal, they got this thing called healing ointment. Boy, that thing do the trick. I don't know what it is about it, but it do the trick. I put that on my body like the first night after I took my shower or whatever. Put that on my chest, my back, all that. What? It didn't knock the pain out, but it took like the heavy amount of pain. It took it out. I didn't feel nothing. So yeah, my recovery wasn't too nice because I couldn't really do much. Like I could still walk, but I wasn't riding my board. I wasn't running nowhere. I wasn't jumping up and down. I wasn't dancing. I wasn't doing nothing for a minute because I was just in pain. I'm like, man, I can't do nothing. I don't want to do nothing. So I was like, what, it is what it is. But, and this is how if I have to recommend anything for somebody, to tell them anything about when it come to being hurt. And like me, I'm a workaholic, so I used to always just want to work, work, work. Even like, man, I've been through worst case scenarios on my channel if you go back to my other videos and watch them. And I'm just like, I always run back to work. When I have to keep, now that I know now that these jobs don't give a about you, I don't just up and run back to work. That's why we got unemployment. That's why we got, disability, all that. I didn't even think about none of that. I just up and went back to work. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, if you up and go back to work, you're going to only hurt yourself more. Because I started feeling more back pain in my back when I went back to work. And that was like a week later when I wasn't even supposed to go back. They put me on a week of rest, not to do nothing or go anywhere. And I didn't, I followed it, but I didn't because I was ready to go back to work within after like I think I went back to work that next week or whatever because I was already working before it happened. So I went back the next week, but I was just like, man, I should have, because I started feeling it when I got back to my new post I was working at. But shout out to Nurse Cindy yet again because she told me, you sure you want to go back to work? You want a week or 2 weeks? Because I'll give you 2 weeks. But me thinking about money, and I have to tell y'all right here, money ain't going to go with you when you die. Money ain't nothing. It's just a piece of paper that make your life a lot better and put you in better positions to do things. That's all it is, and to help you take care of your family. So money ain't everything to me. It's always been like that. But I'm just so thinking about, this bill going to back up, this bill going to back up. Not even giving myself thanks to process everything that just happened and just be thankful. Which I was, but I wasn't because I wasn't taking the heat what just happened. I was just like, oh man, I'm good. I'm just thinking in my mind like, oh, it's gonna be okay. I can just go back to work and whatever. So it ain't like that. So, man, when you get up in age, I was 30 when this accident happened. I was 30 when my accident happened. Your body is not the same. I take care of my body, and I ain't ever had a six pack or a big chest, none of that. So I'm in physically good shape. I just, it is what it is. Like, I'm normal. I got a dad bod. It is what it is. But yeah, man, going back to work, I started feeling everything. Oh, I did sue her. Yeah, I did sue that woman. I sued her and my insurance. You damn right I did. And I ain't boasting and bragging about it, but at the end of the day, like, that's what you pay insurance for. Because, and everybody wondering, what did you get? What did you get? Trust me, I got a little something, but I ain't get much. It is what it was. I got back to where I'm at. Meaning, I got me another car. I'm still working. You feel me? Like, I don't let nothing slow me down. I just got back to it, which was not good because I should have took that extra week off. I probably wouldn't have the back pain that I've been having. Like, I still got back pain. I still ain't forgot about that. Even after, I didn't tell y'all my recovery process too. Even after the accident, I still battle with like low key a little bit like driving PTSD to where if a car moved too fast by me, I'm looking or I'm trying to like slow down and not speed up because I wasn't speeding when I had my accident. Somebody else was. And that almost took my life. So yeah, only thing I can tell y'all is, I'm gonna just give y'all best advice. Follow the rules of the road. Make sure you got your driver's license, your insurance. Don't drive too fast. Slow down, because like I said, I wasn't speeding, but my mind was going faster than I was while driving. Meaning I wasn't driving fast. I was driving the normal speed limit, but because my mind so focused on, I gotta get my daughter to school, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I should just be like, you know what? I'm gonna get there. My daughter be late to school. It is what it is, But I'm just so lucky to be here. Not so lucky. I'm so glad and I'm so blessed to be here. Because at the end of the day, it could have been way worse than what it was. And by the way, I didn't tell y'all this part of the story, but I'm a man. And after I kind of found out I was gonna be okay, nothing was broken and all that, and my mom and my sister helped me get in the backseat of her car and took me to the ER. I cried. I did cry because I was so thankful to be alive, but I was so like thinking about what more could have happened. Like, my daughter could have been in the backseat with me. I mean, she could have been in the backseat of my car. And, even though I got hit on my side because I got hit on the driver's side, but it could have still been bad for my child. I don't know. It's like, I'm so glad my daughter wasn't with me when that happened. Like, so I just was thinking like, dang, my daughter could have probably like had to say her last goodbyes to me. So it made me kind of emotional. And when I am, yeah, I start crying. Like, it was just kind of crazy because I'm like, man, I could have been like in a box right now, And I wouldn't even got to like, get on here on YouTube and make videos. Cause I was already on the road with my YouTube videos while I was at my job. So it just was like, man, another setback for a major comeback. Like, but I survived. I'm here today. I'm happy. I'm blessed. I'm lucky. I'm still in good energy. Life is lifing on me right now, but I ain't letting that slow me down because I'm just so happy to be here. So, yeah. So, with that being said, it's a wrap for this tell time. Please like, comment, subscribe. Show me some love. I'm gonna make sure if I don't drop pictures in this video, I'm gonna make sure you get to see them on the thumbnail. So, thank you for listening to my story, and I'm out.